In this video, we're going to look at bar graphs. If you go down to the bottom, the third tab says bar graph. Okay. And this data set, I got this from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and again, this is in your media lesson packet. It tells you education attained, so doctoral degree, professional degree, like a law degree, etc. Okay, and the median, usually weekly earnings in dollars. Okay, so this is a bar chart because these are categorical data. Okay, so let's go ahead, and then I have a title ready here. Okay, so let's go ahead and highlight it. So I'm going to start in the top leftmost box and click and drag and highlight all the data. Okay, then I'm going to go to insert. Again, I'm going to look at recommended charts. Okay, so this is a bar graph, bar chart where all of the bars are horizontal. I'm in favor of vertical ones. It actually doesn't really matter, whichever you prefer. Okay, so clustered columns, so I'm going to use this one. So we clicked on this and now we hit OK. Okay. Notice these are kind of slanted. I think if we make the graph bigger, then they'll go straight down. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better. Okay, so again, titles and axes. We want to label everything, and we're also going to label the height. So some of these you can tell this is about 1600, but notice from our data, we know this is exactly 1623. So that's some things we're going to do here. So first, let's start by changing the title. I have this title, so it's Earnings by Educational Attainment, and this data was collected in 2015. Okay, this is really, there's something wrong with my mouse, and I apologize. So copy, now I'm going to go down here, highlight this, okay, and then I'm going to go to this paste. Okay, so now I have my title. Okay, now this axis is Education Attained, okay. And remember, we go to Design, Add Chart Element. I'm going to go ahead and put a horizontal space there and a vertical space. And now we can fill in these axis titles. So I'm going to click here, highlight over this, and it's going to be Education Attained. And now I'm going to click on the vertical axis, highlight over it, and it's median usual weekly earnings in dollars. And I'll put dollars in parentheses. Okay, so it's looking better. Let's go ahead and change all the fonts because it's bothering me. I just like to get a good view. So I'm just bolding and blacking all of these so we can see them better. Again, completely up to you. Okay, you can make them other colors like pretty purple. Okay. Okay, so now the last thing we want to do is add labels. So what I'm going to do is right click on a bar. Okay, and notice when I did that, it highlighted all of these bars. Okay, and then I want to add data labels. Okay, before we used callouts for the pie chart so we could click and drag them. Here we're going to use just regular data labels. And notice it put them all on top, and I actually like seeing these values up here. Okay, you could also, there's options. So if you ever want to mess around with the options, you can get completely lost in this. Okay, you could add shadows, glows. Okay, again, make it nice, but don't go too crazy. You could decide where you want these labeled. Some people put them in the middle. I think they're more legible on top. And now I'm also going to make these black and bold. Okay, and we're all set. Okay, it looks good. I'm going to go to the chart area. Right click. Don't click copy here because something else could show up. Okay. See, even this can be a pain for teachers sometimes. Okay, so right click and then hit copy. Now we're going to go to our document where we've put all of our graphs thus far. I'm going to put some spaces in. Then I'm going to right click and paste. Okay, so that's our third chart, which is a bar chart. And in our last chart, we're going to make a histogram, and I'll show you how to turn this into a PDF.